All right. Oh no, we're starting.
Sorry.
Hello and how goes it? I'm Andrew, your DM for the day. Along with this band of miscreants and murder hobos, we are the Dirty Rollers, and this is our Rime of the Frostmaiden campaign. Thank you for joining us. If this is your first time, welcome, and I hope you enjoy our blend of craziness and I don't know what else is in this blend. It's just a lot of craziness and weird things and unexpected things, especially from the two barbarians in the party last session.
Totally unbarbarian-like.
Yeah, the diplomatic duo.
The diplomatic barbarians.
Completely level-headed, reasonable barbarians who never rage. If you are joining us after sticking around with us a little while, we thank you and hope you keep coming back. We gotta say it. We appreciate it if you subscribe and give us the like and leave comments, interact with us. And I don't know about the rest of them, but I'll do my best to answer any questions or anything you leave down in the comments. I don't know. Some of them might. Some of them probably won't. Who knows? It's be a surprise. A big no. Let's see. Trying to think. Got to give the little over-leveled thing, but there may or may not be any encounters this time. Everybody's a little bit over-leveled because we started this group out in a homebrew setting and then moved into Frostmaiden when they were already level 5. So we're trying to catch up to where they should be in the book. I'm changing encounters and things around a little bit, so it's still a little more challenging. But they still kind of fly through things anyway. It's all right. Once they get caught up to where they should be, it'll even out a little bit. I think that's out of the way. Everything else is good. Go ahead and introduce all the players. We'll start with Matt. Introduce us to Igna.
So did you know that... Oh, wait, no, sorry. I'm Igna, the man-for barbarian. I'm also a multi-class into a fighter. So far, only one level into that.
Okay, so 5 and 1.
Wild magic is also my current barbarian path.
Sweet. Garen?
I am Garo, the Tabaxi Bard, College of Swords Bard.
Sweet. Who still has to see the effects of thunder waving on a mountainside. James.
I'm James, and I've played Deedle. I am a Warforged monk of the 4 elements.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Firefish. Jacob. Old Nine Toes.
Was it snowing on the screen before?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was not.
It was.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was.
I'm playing Tumpy, the Battle Rager.
He's got like a -10 perception, apparently.
Apparently.
The whole last session was on there.
Yeah.
No.
And actually, we'll give a little shout out. This was, what was this? Animated Snow, Dust, and Embers pack. While Melissa introduces herself, I will look up and see who that pack is from, because I like to give shout-outs for cool things that we use.
I am Melissa. I play Cradle. I am a pink tiefling, Way of Mercy monk. And I got a pink mullet, and I got boneless wings.
Boneless wings.
Pink mullet and boneless wings. Let's see. This... these animated weather effects, these are from Matt M. Animations on the Roll20 Marketplace.
I did not do that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's the seal of approval. Crissy, introduce us to Ursula.
What?
Introduce us to Ursula.
Oh, introduce us to Ursula. I play Ursula, the Dragonborn Warlock. The patron's great old one, Pact of the Chain, and Tamo, the most precious pseudo dragon. It's her familiar.
And cheese.
And Cheese, the adorable ferret, or pocket ferret.
Pocket ferret.
Yeah.
And Cow.
And Cow, the floating dragon skull. The sassy floating dragon skull.
There's Cal.
Besties with Tumpy.
I need to like set a reminder to make Cal a character sheet so she can actually be of use.
Oh. She gets her own character sheet. That's real neat.
That's special.
That's real cool.
Something else.
Wow, man, Jake with the rage.
He hates Cow.
He's got an anger.
He
All right. James, you got one of them sweet recaps for us?
Oh, I'm ready.
Let's hear it.
All right. So as oh, sorry, I didn't know if Matt needed to say anything. Sorry.
Huh?
I saw you raise your hand. I was like, oh shit.
Oh no, sorry. No, scratch. You're good. You're good. You do your thing.
It's all right. We got our shit together. We know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Well-oiled machine.
100% professionals.
Yes.
Perfection.
Very squeaky.
yes. Sister is very sleepy.
As most of the group was resting after dealing with the avalanche, and Yarrow put up a tiny hut for everybody, including our this Garrett that we were supposed to find. Tumpy noticed the avalanche up on the mountain, so he made his way up the mountain. Took him a little while, but as soon as the hut had finished its duration, Tumpy came into view, and we all finally came together again as a traveling party. And so we left Garrett and Boy behind on the pass, and everybody was holding onto the rope, and we traveled up the mountain a bit more. A little stumbly at first. One or two of us almost fell, but luckily the rope had us. Then a while later, we got to the caves. After some time and some skull kicking in a cave full of bones and fresh blood trails, we found one of Garrett's travel party members, Paraloo, Fishfinger.
And has gone over swimmingly with the group, by the way.
Paraloo Fishfinger, as she was in the fetal position while a mother Yeti and a baby Yeti were basically pushing it back and forth like it was a ball. Surprisingly enough, Igna had signaled to the Yeti miraculously, like without even knowing the language, was able to deal with this hostage situation. So the Yeti kicked Paraloo towards us like a freaking soccer ball. And as soon as that happened, on the other side of the cave from the entrance, there was the noises of a familiar noise of crag cats. And they entered. Then another one entered, seemingly being chased by something, which surely was shown to be the, I'm guessing, male Yeti. And in this time, I'm sorry this is dragging on, everybody. I had this short notes.
You're fine.
Tumpy knew how to speak Yeti and basically persuaded the mother Yeti to leave us alone and let us sleep, and we won't kill them. It worked. Then the crag cats came in. Battles were had with Garrow, GU, Cradle, Igna, and the Yeti, the male Yeti, came in. after a little while, those crag cats were killed. The Yeti began to attack, but was soon persuaded. Was soon dissuaded by the female Yeti, who Tumpy had talked into having her come up front to tell her husband, tell her mate not to attack her. Also being carried like a baby at the time.
In that hallway, you passed by family pictures and wedding pictures of their nuptials from the north.
Graduation photos, everything.
Glamour shots.
And after a little bit of back and forth between the female and male Yeti, they let us go. And Tumpy said, "You can have the crag cats if you give us anything that looks like gold and silver and weapons." So they brought out a good amount of gold and silver, an axe, and the torso of one of the not so lucky party members, which must have been a Kingo growling.
Bear.
Sorry.
Bear.
Bear. My
Kingo
mistake.
growling bear.
Kingo growling bear.
Yep.
Yeah, and as soon as we collected that, we were about to make our way, hopefully, to not another avalanche situation.
Yeah, we still got to
Spell.
wait and see what happens from the Garrow spell there. All right.
Oh no.
Yeah, I cast Thunderwave on two of the cats, and that's really loud on a big snowy mountain that avalanches are possible on.
Yeah.
Luckily, we were in a cave.
Things weren't completely thought about all the way there. Let's see, can I? Yeah, I can. Okay. I gotta pull everybody back out.
Mark the time.
What? What?
You said mark the time.
Why?
I don't know. In about 45 minutes, things about to get fun.
Oh.
And you might start doing some weird ass shit.
I'm clearly missing something. Let's there. Is that everybody? Everybody's tokens out?
I can't control mine now.
Cannot?
Cannot, probably from the snow effects you just put on there.
The snow effects that were on the entire last episode.
I don't think any. Oh no, I can.
I can.
You can move mine.
Yep.
You should be able to move yours now, Jake. I mean, it's been the same. Maybe try reloading.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Although I do think the snow effects are slowing some things down.
Yeah, I think they
But
might
it's
be.
so pretty.
What are they?
While it does look cool,
I haven't noticed anything.
things do look like they're moving slower.
Igna, did you say that you took the axe?
I did. I took the great axe that was there, as well as the torso of the body.
Alrighty. We'll divvy out that one next time we get to a resting point hut. But yeah, I got that all in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
The one thing that the weather effects do is make things kind of hard to drag and drop. So let me see if I can't put that on a different layer. No, if I put it on the map later, it disappears. Okay.
If I can, I'm going to spend some time licking my wounds.
Your wounds.
My worms.
Licking your worms.
I'd like to walk up to GU and I would like to help him lick his wounds.
The most it looks like is just probably like a scrape mark across my chest, and it's just scraped wood and metal and
Big
stone.
cow tongue across it.
Thank you. I appreciate
No problem. Glad I could help.
It's big cow.
It's so great that we're getting close. You're licking my wounds. I'm making you socks. It's great.
It's a true friendship.
My God. Deleted so much shit from this map.
That one's been there since the beginning.
Motherfuckers. All right.
Ooh. Never mind. Sorry.
What?
He kept my little Yeti in the corner.
What, this guy?
Oh.
He deleted everything.
Wiping it all clean.
Not everything.
No.
I figured I'd wait until the party's traveling to ask Cal a question, just to see if she actually knows this area or actually had a cave near this area.
You're asking Cal this?
Yeah.
She kind of floats around and looks for a minute, just hovering in the air. She says, I know the Cairn. Not for me. I stayed away.
Is she lying?
You can roll insight. Is it going to continue the streak of insight rolls in all my games?
No, there's a different thing behind this. It's nothing crazy, but I just wanted to get a plus roll with that. It's just a 12.
12? Seems like she's telling the truth.
Okay. That's all.
Gareth's still there. Ooh, excuse me.
Oh,
Do you see him now?
Do you see me?
Jacob was on top of him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, damn.
Sneaky.
So, when you guys come out of the cave, you can see the tracks of, all the tracks from when you guys went in. You can see pretty clearly the big paw print tracks from the crag cats. And you can see from the side entrance, the large footprints from the Yeti that came in, the male Yeti that came in later. You don't see Boy. But in thinking about it, you also are not sure how Boy would have made it up the cliff face that you guys had to scale, the icy handholds and things.
Mm.
I'd say with Garrett.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, you don't see Garrett or Boy anywhere out of the caves here.
Does it look like another avalanche came through?
You don't see anything here around you.
I go to the edge where we climbed up and call down. Boy, Garrett, you guys down there?
Shit.
And Garrow not learning his lesson.
Should I cast Thunderwave?
Is Boy dead? Is that telling me that Boy's dead?
Boy is not dead.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh my god. Bunch of anuses. Bunch of sloppy post-Thai food anuses.
Oh,
Those tired.
that's all.
At the bottom.
I just put him down there because when I
Could he slip
slapped
off?
all your tokens down here, he was kind of in the way. But all right, so yeah, you can see another path that leads further up the mountain.
Let's go.
Yeah, you guys heading up the path.
I'm trying to go up the path.
Are there more people that... Did we account for the whole party?
You're missing
I'm
one.
pretty sure we did. Wait, what?
You're missing one.
We're missing one? Oh.
You found Mokingo and you found Perilu.
Oh, there's still asterisks?
Yep, Asterix. Garrett told you was his tiefling traveling companion.
Wait, so asterisks wasn't one of the heads that was stuck in the wall?
You did not see a tiefling head there, no.
Dang. Okay. Maybe it wouldn't hurt to see if
She must be further up the path. Either that or we should have asked them if they ate a tiefling.
Does Perilu know where the last time she saw her was?
She's still kind of sobbing after, you kind of sent her into a fit of tears when you started going for the armor that was on Mokingo's corpse.
Yeah, that's still slung. His torso is still slung over Igna's back.
Yeah, I'm still carrying this thing.
Yeah, because Igna had promised that he was going to bury, or somebody promised that, I think.
I did.
Okay.
Inga.
Yeah. He promised Perilu that he would help bury Perilu's friend, the Goliath that was killed by the Yetis. In between sobs, Perilu says, I don't know, when the Yetis came after us and Garrett ran down the mountain to lead them away, we all kind of split up. Asterix might have went up, though, the opposite. I think she might have went up the mountain.
All right. So, yeah, we should probably go up the mountain then.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, let's all rope up, I guess.
Yep. Let's get a little Perilu, or is she just going to try to trek down by herself?
No, she actually she wipes her eyes and takes a second to collect herself once you're out of the caves and kind of away from all the smells and all the scary creatures and things, and she asks you guys, are you going to try to find Asterix? And if you are, can I come with you?
Of course you can.
G would walk up the cradle, go, do you think we should heal her? Because she did, I think she took a bit of a beating.
She got fucking punted by a Yeti.
I didn't see the punting, but let's face it, there's gonna be some visual blood.
I mean, she looks a little worn out at least, and a little worse.
I can certainly make her feel better.
Yeah, as long as she doesn't mind getting wet willies.
Wet Willie.
Also, I couldn't help but to look up a baby Yeti. Cutest fucking picture ever.
Oh yeah,
Very cute.
man.
It was a very cute picture. It was chasing a snow rabbit. The snow rabbit had the biggest look of fear in its life.
I'm gonna look now.
I forgot I can show you guys these things.
Do you have a baby Yeti picture?
Yeah, I can show it to you.
Oh, let's see it.
Garen, did you heal yourself already?
Once.
How low are you?
I'm 44 out of 54. So I just down 10 points.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm actually kind of sad I didn't kill it.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Adorable.
I'm kidding.
That thing is the offspring of these things.
They're pretty cute when they're little.
Oh, they're so cute. What the hell happened?
I even like when they're big, they're cute.
I like that they have horns. That seems like terrifying.
I love that. It's so awesome. Tell you.
Okay. So yeah, when Cradle says absolutely, Perilu, she gives a little bit of a laugh and she says, "Oh, man, Asterix would have hated you and your cheery nature."
Well, I'm going to stick my finger in her ear and I'm going to heal her. I'm going to ignore that rude comment.
Don't worry, we all do.
She kind of weakly tries to slap away at your ear before she feels like the healing flow into her ear.
Oh God.
Let's see. It'd be 1d6 plus 2. Can you hear all this chaos over here?
I hear barely so.
little, not much.
The cats are going insane. All right, so 6. So she gets 8 points of healing. And I'm going to mute for a second and kick the cats out.
Okay.
I'm sorry about my child. I'm sorry.
James' child. Okay.
Crazy kid.
So like Paralu gets healed and she like takes a step back and her eyes are wide. It's it's pretty weird to have someone's fingers stuck in their ear without consent and to be healed through your ear hole. Also weird.
By a pink tiefling.
Yeah, by a pink tiefling with baloney flap wings and.
But she's the one with the stank thingy. Why is she judging me?
Just her name.
We fish all the time. That's my question.
You don't know if she has a stank thingy. Do you stop to smell her finger?
I think Cradle would.
Yeah, probably.
Did she tell us her full name yet?
I don't know.
I can't remember if she said her full name.
Well, I think Garrett gave the full names, didn't he?
Yeah, Garrett told you what everyone's names were, but I guess she hasn't.
Stank fingies.
I'm stank
Smell her
finger.
later then.
I can see the way that Cradle would get to smell her fingers. Like she would just ball up her hands except for 2 fingers, and she'd just use them and be like, "Look at me, I am the captain now."
I just imagine that it's like Cradle with her whistling nose, like leaning in, just it's like whistling the whole time. And then she just does like one big like.
Oh, damn it, Henry!
Oh crap!
Okay, so she looks like all shocked. She says, "Thank you, but is it necessary to do it that way?"
Absolutely.
She could do it with her staff, but then she has to whack you with it. I think this is better.
There are other places I could put my finger.
She just puts a hand up and she says, "No, the ear's fine."
Other places I can put my fingers, but yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm so tired.
All right. So yeah, she says that I'll stay out of the way if I can go with you and try to find our last missing companion. I would appreciate it, being able to try to help.
I pat her shoulder. We will definitely help.
Thank you. And she just kind of puts her hands up on her coat and she's just sitting there waiting.
Let's strap her in.
She's like fucking half the size of like the smallest of you.
We can strap her to the back of GU.
No. Strap her to the chest like the baby from The Hangover.
Yeah. We can do that.
So if we both fall, it's like slow fall.
She'd probably be safer on your back though if we get into.
You gonna fully commit to Operation Meat Shield?
Never mind. We'll do the baby on the back thing.
Didn't think about the possible repercussions of that, did you, James?
No. Everybody can attack from any side, so I don't know.
That's true.
A shield halfling. Okay. She's walking.
Okay.
You guys make your way along the path still. And you start seeing like debris, like things tossed down. You can see what looks like a journal. Did somebody just disappear? The fuck?
What?
Okay, I see what happened. Yeah.
They made it to Everest.
Let's see. All right. So let's see. Get this part. So yeah, when you get up towards the top of the mountain of Kelvin's Cairn, you keep walking until you get to the edge of a vast and deep crevasse with nowhere to go but down. A collapsed tent lies half buried in the snow near the precipice. Jutting out of a nearby snowbank is a pair of blue leather boots. Next to this grim display, a figure in cold weather clothing sits in the snow, her knees pulled up tight to her chest. Horns protrude from underneath the figure's fur-lined hood.
We found our tiefling.
Is the tiefling alive?
You gonna go over and look?
I would go over and look.
You're gonna pull her hood back, and the hood is frozen solid. It's not moving.
Oh my. Gee, you warm this one up.
When you,
And I poke her.
Igno, when you bent down to try to pull the hood away and get a good look at her, you can see definitely looks like a halfling. It looks like her face is in like a grimace. She's got her teeth bared and clenched together, like she was like cold, like extraordinarily cold, and just trying to keep her teeth from rattling. Her eyes are staring at the blue boots that directly across from her.
So this is a halfling that has horns?
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
Tiefling.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Please.
I was really confused.
Did I say halfling on accident?
That's horn?
You just said halfling, yeah.
Whoops, my bad. I'm sorry. Tiefling. Yeah. So you find the collapsed tent half buried in the snow. You find the pair of blue boots sticking out of the snowbank, and presumably Asterix the halfling frozen on the ground.
Tiefling.
Tiefling.
Damn it, Tiefling. Asterix the Tiefling. I'm even going to type it to fix my stupid brain. Asterix the Tiefling.
If I put my ear to her chest or try to find a pulse, do I get any kind of a heartbeat or any kind of a pulse from her at all, or is she like dead?
You go for the pulse and she is completely stiff. You hear no heartbeat. She seems to have froze to death at the top of the mountain.
Do you quick cover Fish Fingy's eyes?
Fish Fingy's eye. James.
It's like a little kid trying to see the movie. She's just like pulling your hands down. She's like,
I guess
it's okay. I
grab the boots and can I pick her up?
Make a strength check. It takes a little bit of work on your part, but with an audible cracking sound, like
Her
your
torso
person
cracks in half.
No, no, it's not Mortal Kombat.
Why does everything I touch crumble?
Why do I have halves of people all over me? No,
And rebuild them. Make
it's like
them better.
the sound of the ice that was connecting her to the wall she was leaning up against, breaking apart and freeing her. But she comes off, and it's a little bit heavier than you'd expect, but it's probably all the accumulated snow and ice.
Do you have any? Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Like, do you want me to? I can freeze all the ice that's on her if that would make it lighter for you. I don't know. Like,
Unfreezing?
yeah. No, I can unfreeze ice and snow within a 30-foot radius. Spend a key point for it, but like, I'd still have like another 4. So, like, if it doesn't make it easier for
Yet. I wouldn't worry about it just yet.
Okay.
Probably weighs about the same.
I'll hold off unless you
Does she have any visible wounds? If I inspect the body or anything like that?
If you're just trying to look her over, so she's still like essentially in a ball. Like she has her knees pulled up to her chest. And just looking at her in this position, you don't see anything.
Are there any trails of blood coming from anywhere on her body or anywhere around where she was?
Nope, you don't see anything around her.
Are there any tracks leading out of here that aren't our own footprints or leading up to us?
Make a survival check and see.
Survival. Oh boy.
Survival.
Survival. I got a +4. 23.
23. So it's being at the top of the mountain, it sees a lot of snow, right? You think you see like boot prints heading towards where the tent is at that aren't yours, that are mostly snowed in, but I mean, with a, what'd you say it was, a 23, 21?
Yeah, 23.
With a 23, you can see just the faintest outlines of the boot prints that haven't been completely covered yet.
I walk towards the tent.
Wait, perhaps I should make another loud noise and shatter the tent.
Jake approves.
Take the quick way down the mountainside.
Let's hang on to that unless we encounter any more crag cats or something.
It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm joking.
Yep.
All right. So what were you doing? Sorry.
I was gonna go over to where the collapsed tent is and check through it, follow the footprints to it.
So you don't see anything in the tent. It's like mostly frozen now. You can see maybe like some old clothes, an old tattered bedroll, and that's really all you can see inside the tent. Like it's mostly like from being half collapsed, there's a shit ton of snow in it, and you actually have to like dig it out for a minute to even get to the whole thing.
Yeah, can help this. Hey, Igna, if you want, I can defrost. I can de-ice our unfortunate friend and this area, and hopefully we can find something that.
I think defrost works.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't know if you need it. Like we wrap her up in the bedroll too. It's all tattered, so we can try to wrap her up in the bedroll.
That's fine.
But yeah, I'll spend a key point if he wants to bring her over, and I can defrost everything in that 30-foot radius.
Okay. So 30-foot radius. So you channel your key and start defrosting everything and melting the snow and the ice around. As she unfreezes, she starts like unfolding and stretching out a little bit, and it's a little more natural pose. And you hear a thud come from the opposite side of you. The rest of the tent has looks like a mess kit and an explorer's pack and a pile of heavy clothing and cold weather heavy clothing that were all buried beneath the snow. So you can take that or leave it.
A mess kit. Does it have any rations with it?
I think it's just like plate or a bowl, a cup.
Yep.
It's just like utensils and stuff.
Okay.
They're at it again.
The explorer's pack.
Where was that thud that we heard?
It was like on the opposite side from where you guys are standing of Asterix.
Can I go and look over and investigate that?
Yep. So one thing you see for sure is a big leather-bound book that seems to have fallen out of her coat.
Oh. Can I read it?
You open it up and it's full of a bunch of magical gobbledygook that you don't quite understand.
I beckon to Ursula, and I say, I can't read this. Maybe you can?
You turn to beckon to Ursula in time to see her eyes roll back in her head and she falls over to the side in the snow.
What? What?
Oh shit!
I'd like to scream, Ursula!
What happened?
Can I counter?
No!
Ursula, as you guys were making your way up this path here, that migraine that you had, it didn't get any better fighting with the crag cats and dealing with the yetis. In fact, the further up you've climbed, the worse it's gotten. You made it up to the top here. It's just this throbbing in your temples and that static that you've been dealing with since you got near the Kelvin's Cairn here. It's almost just completely taking over your vision. It started as like a brain fog kind of thing, but it's taking place of your vision, and the pain gets so intense you just faint and collapse over on your side.
Oh.
And you hear a soft, faraway voice speaking to you, and you hear it sounds like a stringed voice though. You hear
Nothing. Go ahead.
Oh. You hear finally in rage. Hear me. It sounds like a question in your head.
I guess she'll reply yes, like she normally would telepathically.
You hear like this kind of agonized, wet coughing
What?
for a few seconds, and you hear this gurgly sound that might be a throat clearing. It might just be more of the coughing. You hear another word that you've heard before because you've heard this voice before. It repeats the same thing, and it says, "Weak. Help me."
How do I help you?
You feel a sense of frustration. And you feel like it almost feels like something's rummaging around in your mind. And
Weird.
do you remember that? You remember the scene in The Matrix where Morpheus is being shown like all the weapon, or he's showing Neo all the weapon racks, and like things just go like flying by him on either side.
Yeah.
So you have a similar feeling like that, where a bunch of memories and visions are going flying by, but you see stuff that you don't remember, that you don't ever remember being around or seeing. You see broken, craggy landscapes and mountains that don't look right. It doesn't look like anything you've ever seen here on Faerun. You see like flashes of tentacles and teeth.
Oh.
And then it all like flashes on by real fast, and you see an end. And then right in front of you, there's an old wooden door with a brass handle. You hear, "Come, follow."
Oh, Ursula's way too curious about this. She's definitely going to open that door.
The door swings easily open, not so much as a creak about it. You step through, and you see this weird, like, vast emptiness in front of you. It almost feels like you're in water, just the feeling of water, but you're not. It's like heavy air, and you see just a pair of glowing eyes in the distance come towards you. You can hear almost a slithering sound and like a dry, like cracked dragging sound. Like something is pulling itself along, but with some struggle. You see 4 like purple tipped tentacles slam into the ground, maybe about 20 feet ahead of you. They dig in and you can see them like pull something along. Then you see 2 clawed hands, like one reaches up and pulls, the other one reaches up and pulls, and the tentacles flop over again. This time you see 2 more tentacles in the hands, and this movement goes on for longer than you'd think it should take. And whatever this is pretty big. The hands on it are pretty large. You see these eyes and a red head covering. And it's peering out from under this red head covering from maybe just a couple inches off the ground. This thing repeats, weak.
Ursula thinks that she has to draw this in her notebook. But instead she asks, who are you? Are you my patron?
He says, I am the seeker among the stars.
Oh. How do I help you?
And it starts to raise itself up off the ground. And when it does, it just a little bit that it raises up, you can tell that this creature is just huge. It's way bigger than what you would think of it just lying on the ground. It stands up to its full height, and you can see a serpent tail, purple scaled serpent tail in front of it. It stands up on a thicker serpent-like body. You can see 4 arms, those big clawed arms. You see 6 purple tentacles. She raises herself up and she tries to make herself look as like menacing and powerful as she can. She says, I am Isa. You must help. And you see...
Wow!
Yeah, you're...
Yeah, I gotta zoom. Will it zoom? Yeah.
How do we make it bigger?
I think if you go over the picture, their magnifying glass will show up.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Good job, James. That thing's
Yes, that's so cool.
Yep, that is excellent James art that I've had for well over a year. You haven't gotten to.
All those hands are great, James.
Oh my god, I love it. It's like an elephant, but not quite. Oh, that's super cool.
Man. That was too much fun.
That was excellent art.
The scales are immaculate. The jewelry on it, the freaking hand
so
positions.
Cool.
It's awesome.
Ends of those tentacles look cool. I love that. Like right where they start. Oh, that looks so cool.
Oh, I love it. Oh my god, it's amazing. I gotta rate.
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Wow.
James, you're too good.
James and Crissy have been wanting to see this for quite a while.
Yes.
Yeah, he kept throwing the hints out. Like the past couple months, he's like, "Oh, can you resend this to me?" I was like, "Yeah, okay." I was like, "Oh, wait a minute." I was like, "Finally."
I was looking for a good place to introduce her, and I figured that the top of Kelvin's Cairn, when I saw that as being one of the quest areas to go to, I figured that would be a cool spot.
Oh, that's super. Yeah, that's a good, especially Seeker Among the Stars.
So,
you know, Kelvin's Cairn, you can see all. You know how in the Drift books they always talk about how you can see the stars.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
I love it.
Oh my god! I don't even know what to do now. I'm so excited.
Good job, James. Good job, Andy.
Oh,
So-
shit.
After she raises herself up and gets to her full height and introduces herself, you can see it takes a lot out of her, and she like kind of slumps back forward again. She doesn't go all the way down on the ground like she was before, but she does slump down quite a bit. She once again she just says, "We can help me."
What do you need?
Freedom. Trapped.
Where are you trapped?
You can hear like that, or feel almost like the rummaging sound again. You can get a sense of she's looking for the right word or the name of this place.
Oh.
But you think what you hear is Blue Spur.
Blue Spur?
BLUET. SPUR.
SPUR. Did you make that word up?
No.
That sounds familiar for some reason. Blue Spur. Ursula is pondering on this, and she says, Did you give me Tamo?
A gift, yes.
I will help you. I will help you do whatever you need.
And I will help you.
Oh.
She takes one of her bottom two hands and she starts rummaging around on her belt. And the other one is like, the other bottom hand is rummaging around on her chest. I don't know if you can tell, but James did some really cool detail work. She has like little things hanging down from like her chest wrap stuff.
Super cool.
She pulls something off of the chest wrap, and she pulls another something out of like an inside pocket, and the two bottom hands reach out to you.
Oh. I guess Ursula will reach toward her also.
Yeah, she beckons you to come closer.
Okay, she will come closer.
When you get close enough for her to hand you something, she is one of the taller beings I think you've come across. Maybe the Etten. No, she's probably bigger than the Etten. She looks to be about like 12 to 14 feet tall, depending on how high she's holding herself up. And the bottom arms are like close to the top of your head. But she reaches over with the upper arms and she pulls you in closer. And in her right hand, the right lower hand, you see like a piece of, it's like maybe a seed or something. It's like an ovalish shape, or like a teardrop shape. I guess is the best way. You can see it's swirling with black and purple, and she holds her hand flat, and then in one quick movement, the hand that was holding you pulls you in closer, and she jabs this thing into your chest.
Ugh.
There's a white hot searing pain, and she says, "Potential," and taps you on the head.
Oh.
The other hand holds, oh, damn it, I closed it. Holds a little trinket.
A trinket.
Why did I close it?
Your ego is prego. Sorry.
Okay. The other thing that she goes to hand you is a tiny little. It looks like a journal of some sort.
Oh.
And on the, it looks like a leather journal, like a leather bound journal it is, and like burned into, it looks like the cover is like some weird contraption or like weird, some kind of technology that Ursula has never seen before. And she taps the journal and she taps back on your forehead where she tapped you before. She says, dreams. Future. She taps back on the journal again.
Dreams, future. Like the journal contains that, or she fills it with dreams or something along those lines.
You asking her this?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess Ursula will ask, does this journal contain information on the future or is it something that I fill myself?
Yours. Your dreams.
Dreams. So I fill the journal with my dreams?
Yes.
Interesting. She gave her a dream journal.
You can, being in this weird space, like you get the idea that, I don't know, like she's pushing like a sense of urgency to you. And now you can, when she's talking to you about this dream journal, she's imparting, maybe not consciously, but there's been this little spark of growing fear behind it. And you can actually slowly feel this fear like getting bigger. And she, after you're like, she tells you the dream's the future, and like she looks back over her shoulder, like really nervous, and she says, "Go, help, hurry, here for eons." And like your voice is starting to get more strange, and she's starting to slump back down. And her eyes go wide real quick. And you see her tail like whip behind her, and her tentacles all start waving around, like reaching out like towards you as she's pulled back. You hear this big psychic scream hit you, and that migraine just comes back full force. And she lunges forward, and she's holding on with all four arms, digging into the dirt, and she's getting pulled back, all wide-eyed. She looks back up at you one last time before she lets go. And she says, "Potential. Hurry." And then she's just gone, like pulled back into the darkness.
Whoa.
Neat.
What is trapping her?
You are still in this empty space. There's the empty spot and the gouges in the ground where Issa was.
Oh my god. What else does Ursula see anything else besides like the strange land? Is there like any other, I don't know, is anything else there? Plant life or buildings or anything?
you don't see any plant life, any buildings. In fact, you can't see too far out at all. Whatever this place is, this place that she brought you, or wherever that door led, it's like imagine being like underwater and how the light hits the water and dances around in a weird way. That's how it looks in this place, like all the time. You are so used to, your world and things that you feel like you should be underwater right now. It feels so much like that, but it's not. In fact, nothing here looks like it's seen any kind of moisture in forever. It's just a very dry, broken place.
Whoa. Ursula wants to try one more time to reach out to her, like psychically, telepathically.
Mm-hmm.
Just like reaching to see if she can even find her. Like kind of calling out to her telepathically.
You call out, and you just get silence. And that static that you had that was so loud and kind of jarring before, it's now just a little like ringing in your ear.
So, can Ursula open the journal?
Mm-hmm.
What is like there anything in it, or is it just all like blank pages?
It's blank pages made out of some kind of strange material. It doesn't look like any paper you've seen before.
Hmm.
The whole book has a vibe, like a feel of just like very old, like ancient. And the book, kind of like the place that you're in, seems very dry.
Does Ursula have anything else with her? This is kind of like a dream or something, sort of, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like a mental scape or dreamscape kind of thing. Mindscape, I guess.
A mindscape? Is this like a mindscape where she can conjure things in it? Like in a dream?
You can try.
Ursula wants to try to conjure some sort of like pen or drawing pencil, any kind of drawing device. Unless the journal came with one.
No, nothing happens. But you have the things that you usually keep immediately on you, minus cheese. Cheese is not here. But
okay.
The things that Ursula would normally have on her at all time, like it's something that you think about as being a part of you. Like it's just your things. This is like all the stuff that Ursula normally keeps on her. So like you have your clothes and your adventuring gear and your pack and your staff. And
okay.
So like Ursula's normal like notebook and writing and drawing utensils, they're all on her still.
Okay.
It's kind of how you projected yourself into this place. So you would have all this.
Okay. Ursula's not for certain what she's supposed to do exactly yet. But she's wondering if this is like her first dream to record. So she wants to, in this new journal she wants to draw, how do you pronounce it? Is it Issa?
Issa.
Issa?
Yep.
She wants to draw her and describe what just occurred. Like this was a dream she had and she's recording the dream.
Okay. Ursula sits down and starts first with a big drawing of Issa and what Issa looked like, and then like fully writes out what happened here. And at the end of it, when Ursula's done like trying to jot down every last little detail that she can, closes the journal and the door appears in front of you.
Ooh. I guess it is Time to go.
The rest of you guys, what are you doing while Ursula is passed out and fainted?
I'm gonna be slapping her on the cheek. Ursula, Ursula, Ursula,
Yeah,
Ursula.
How close is she to me?
What's that?
How close was she to me?
You and GU were over by the tent, so she was kind of in the back of the group. She was probably closer to Paralu than anybody.
I have the perfect thing for this. Actually, I reach into my backpack. I pull out a bottle, run up to her, and pop cork off, put it underneath her nose. I actually have smelling salts.
Oh,
Oh, you do?
Yep.
so
Should I give her mouth to mouth? What do I do?
Yes, that too. That too.
Oh God! Oh God!
Ursula awakes with a start, and she's staring into Cradle's eyes, and she's giving her mouth to mouth.
Oh, what is that? She's going to sit up and like toss Cradle off her. What are you doing?
It worked.
Okay.
You're okay.
Cradle's gonna forever think that the only way to revive people now is mouth to mouth.
That was really good. That was really good, Cradle. Quick, make her some tea.
Okay, I will.
Gee, you melt some snow for the tea. For the tea.
Okay.
What happened?
Many things.
Was that your patron? What was that? That was freaky.
The patron feedback.
I have to help her.
Who?
Isa? Is it Isa?
Isa, yeah.
Yeah.
Just imagine that Y is like 2 E's.
Isa.
Isa.
I must help her. I think there's little time. She's gonna like clutch at her chest and where she pushed that whatever that was into her. Is there like a mark there or anything? Or
There is like a 3-sided scar in your chest where she pushed that in. So it gets above your heart, in the space like above your heart, below your collarbone. And it hurts.
it hurts.
It hurts. But it's like a scar there now.
What happened to your center boobs?
My center boob. She gave me. I think it was a gift. I'm not certain what it means yet. And this journal, she's gonna look at the journal, make sure it like still exists. Like, does it exist in this world, or did she just dream it?
It exists. Like you were able to bring it back out of that dreamscape with you.
She gave me this. I have to record all my dreams. I have to record all this. Somehow I think it's helping her. She gave me Tamo. I have to help her. And she just kind of excitedly looks at her journal. Like she's got this super important mission to do. She has no idea what it even means to help her. She just knows that she gave her Tamo, and Tamo is super important to her. And anybody that gives her something like Tamo deserves her help.
Cradle's gonna look to Giu and be like, "Is she crazy? Did she lose her marbles? I don't understand what she's talking about."
No, look at my new book. She like holds up her book. Like, look at it. It's fantastic. I don't even know what this is made of. She's like trying to figure out what the material is.
Do we notice that that's a new book? Does it look like a new book, or does it look like her old book that she normally draws in?
No, it looks completely different. Like it looks like an old leather book or leather bound book, and the like burned in image on the front is definitely like something that none of you guys have ever seen. It looks like almost like a Mobius strip, but with like gears and like machinery built into it.
Oh, that's curious. You pulled this out of your dream?
I guess I did. I guess so. She gave it to me.
Do you have tentacles now? I'm like looking around your body.
She's like looking at you like, I don't think so.
No, there's no new appendages or anything.
I don't know what it all means yet, but I will help her. I must help her.
Igno, what was that insight for?
I was determining how I would react.
To see if she was insane or not.
No, not to see if she's insane, but how I would, if I would like say something and what I would say, but it's low. So I'm just gonna go, okay.
I mean,
seems fine to me.
Haven't been around Ursula for like too terribly long, and maybe it's just one of her quirks, I guess.
Well, Igno was bit by a were rat, so
Yeah, there's all kinds of crazy shit. So Igna, actually, for your side of things, I need an investigation roll from you too.
Oh boy.
Actually, GU can help with this since he is right there, so you can have advantage.
Oh yay.
Yay.
18.
All right. So, while Ursula was passed out and you were just letting Cradle and Garrow try to wake her back up, you were searching Asterix's body. You find a potion of invisibility.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's fun.
And oh wait, that's the only spot where you were at right now. So yeah, you have her spell book and the potion of invisibility.
I will put this potion in my backpack.
Put
For
it in
now?
your backpack.
And I'm just going to hold on to the book for now, since, Ursula's still dealing with shit. I don't want to overwhelm her with stuff. So I'm going to undo me trying to give her the book. And,
Undo. Command Z.
yeah. I'm going to go and just so as I tuck it away, seeing that she's okay, I'm going to go and investigate that sound that we heard before, that thud from the other side of where we were.
Okay. So someone had already found that, right? Or no, that's what you found. The thump sound on the other side of Asterix was the book. It was the book.
Okay. The way you made it sound was like it was on the other side of like the camp that she was at.
No, just on like the opposite side of Asterix from where you were. So if you were on her left side, it fell out on her right.
Got it. Okay. Okay, then scratch that. I will walk over to where everyone else is and be like, "Is she okay?"
So is Ursula's headache completely gone then now?
Say that again?
Is Ursula's headache completely gone now?
No, it's not the migraine that it was. It's
Okay.
It's like receded back to a dull throb.
Okay.
And that like static is just it's just like a ringing in your ears now, like the next day after going to a concert without earplugs.
Okay. Interesting.
Tumpy, what are you doing?
I'm just over here pouting.
You get to kill anything.
Tumpy be pouting.
And like shit's going on, it's pretty normal. So I'm like,
Perfectly normal.
It's pretty normal.
Gee,
I figured I'd take that bedding that was in there and just kind of start wrapping up Asterix.
okay. Cradle, what are you doing?
I didn't do anything.
No, what is Cradle doing?
Oh, sorry.
Probably farting.
Does anybody need anything? Like any healing? I mean, is Ursula hurt from after all this? I guess not.
No, not like physically hurt or needing healing or anything.
Okay,
She's
I'm just
excited.
shuffling the cards.
Okay. All right, so you got the tent. The water melting in the 30-foot radius has also melted the snow where the blue boots were. And let's see. You can see the boots are attached to a body that is missing its head.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Looks like a stout body about the size of Tumpy.
Sounds like a trend.
This wasn't part of the party, right?
No, this would be like
Probably.
the fourth person you found here.
I'd like to turn to Tumpy and just go, "You don't have any more room to carry bodies."
Maybe we should.
Would you do this? Because like we can always do a pyre. Just kind of wrap the bodies and do like a pyre at the top of the mountain.
That'd be honorable, right? Right to you and your monk stuffy things. You have like a sky burial or something. I think I heard.
No, I just know that some people either bury their dead or they do pyres. So either way, it's supposed to be out of respect. So
What's a pyre? Is that when you eat them?
I'm just gonna say, you remember Bliffo?
What?
Remember
Yeah.
Bliffo?
No,
Oh, that's right. I remember Bliffo. Yes. Yes. He is a bastard. That guy tried to kill me.
That was a funeral pyre.
This is
That's
also a trend. Has Tumpy
That would
tried to
be
kill
good.
any party members?
I don't think so.
I don't
No.
think so.
Just Bliffo and Shardo.
What Bliffa do?
What did
Pretty
Bliffo
sure
do?
Tumpy tried to kill me when I first showed
Bliffo
up.
right before he died, he picked me up and put me into traps in the dungeon on purpose.
I think that was to slow you down.
So yeah, I don't think he was so much trying to kill you by igniting you or anything. I think it was just to try to slow you down. To slow down you, Garen, not Garrow. I forgot about that though.
Because he was going into the room of death. The mimics and the beholders and the terrible things.
Yeah. You missed out on that,
Kratos.
Matt. That would put a good distrust of doors and tables into the party for a bit.
So, was everything a mimic?
There were
3?
Majority.
mimics.
A chest, a table, and a door, I believe.
I wasn't there for that either.
Mm-mm.
No, Seaster was not.
Sounds like fun.
So is it okay with the asterisks if we do like a burn burial for all the bodies?
Who are
I
you?
guess we'll
asking?
asterisks.
You mean
Asterix is
Yeah,
dead.
stink
you mean
finger.
Stinky Fangy?
Oh,
Stank
so who's the one with that?
Pearloo?
Parallel. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I guess we'd ask her.
She says that would be okay for Asterix, but if we can, I prefer to bury Mokingo. I might even try to take him back to his tribe.
That's fair.
Okay. I'm going to go over to Asterix and act like I'm wrapping her, and I'm going to pull out my dagger without anybody seeing. And I'm like, I've never tasted tiefling before. I'm going to sleight of hand, slice a little chunk of
So
meat out.
I need the rest of the party to go ahead and put your passive perception in the chat for me. And Garrow, I need a sleight of hand roll.
I cannot help it.
Passive perception. What is my passive perception?
All right, come on, sleight of hand. Come on, sleight of hand. Oh, dang, it was good. Oh. I even have a +7 to it. A +7.
So wait, I'm still missing one. Crissy. Okay. Quite literally, everyone in the party sees you taking your knife to Asterix the Tiefling here.
That's so embarrassing.
Oh my gosh.
Hang on.
Inspiration.
Do I need to give myself bardic inspiration?
Do you
Oh, I do have inspiration. We can use my inspiration.
you can
Do I want to do that for that? Something that dumb?
Jake
Yes, I'm
says.
doing it. I did it.
Right.
So here goes.
Please be worse than before. Fuck.
Much better. So the only one that doesn't see you is Ursula after coming back from her bender. Well, Ursula and Igna.
Yeah.
Igna's
Did you roll for Parallel?
Yeah.
no. Paralu was it 15. Her passive is 12.
Oh, sorry, not roll.
Yes. So she didn't see. Cool.
So
That works
Paralu doesn't see it. So to the rest of the party,
Well, they know me.
yeah, you could put Bardic on top of that because Bardic, it's a plus. It's not another die roll or like an advantage like the other inspiration is. So yeah, Bardic inspiration would stack.
Oh.
Oh, excuse me.
That's okay. Everybody else can see me.
Yeah. So
I don't care.
everybody except Igna and Ursula. Oh no, wait.
Tumpy.
Tumpy can't
Doesn't
either.
say.
So I guess the only ones that do is
GU and Cradle.
yeah, GU and Cradle.
I just winked to both of them.
That 15 GU and Cradle. You see Garrow whip his knife out and start carving a piece of Asterix, the recently defrosted tiefling.
Oh my god.
I would like to think that I just heard and like G just like and just looked at him, but if he had a facial expression, he'd be like
Cradle. What does Cradle do noticing Garrow carving off a piece of Asterix?
Cradle's more distracted by, she sees it, but she's more focused on the headless body and taking note of all the different bodies that have had their heads taken. And now she's scribbling in her journal that she only gets out very rarely and is muttering to herself about devil worshippers and just keeping to herself.
What's Cradle's intelligence?
I don't know.
You know what it is. You know.
8.
Can Cradle even spell
I was
devil?
just gonna say, like, does Cradle actually like write and can she spell properly?
Actually,
Probably looks like crap, but she's trying.
I think at that intelligence, you might not even be able to read or write. I don't know. Sure.
Hang on. 8? What is that?
That's pretty much it. Although that's pretty funny because of what I rolled for my secret.
I don't remember what yours was.
I'll tell you later.
You can send it on Discord real quick.
Mm-hmm.
8 to 9 is considered dull-witted. What does that even mean?
I mean, it lines
It means
up
I put
with-
my finger in people's ears to heal them.
Yes.
The average human intelligence is 10 to 13.
That's perfect.
Middle's an 8.
That's perfect. Oh.
Dull-witted. Adjective. Slow to understand. Stupid.
Perfect for her. Character.
Just sticking her fingers in people's ears just because she doesn't understand that you can put it like just a hand on someone's shoulder instead.
But my
Fucking
wisdom's
boogers.
14. I've got wisdom of 14,
Yeah.
so
So
I've gone dumb as hell.
I always explain this as street smarts versus book smarts.
Yep.
You know how to survive and get around, but fucking the menu at your local tavern confuses you.
Oh crap!
Did you send me your what your secret was?
Not yet. I'm trying to remember the exact name of it.
Okay. Tumpy?
Oh, Tumpy's is really great too.
This isn't Tumpy's, is it?
Is it Tumpy's? Whose is it?
It's Inga's.
Oh,
No,
is
it's
it
not.
Inga's?
Is not?
No, it's not.
5
No,
to 1?
mine.
Wait, Tumpy
No, mine
went
is
fighter
0.
too?
Mhm.
Oh,
Barbarian
I didn't know you went
fighter.
fighter. God, what
I was actually looking at it earlier. I don't remember doing it.
The dull-wittedness comes through.
And like I don't remember taking this fighting style, but I might talk to you about it.
Okay.
What fighting style?
It's got unarmed combat or unarmed fighting.
That'd be
Is
cool.
it for your Battle Rager shit?
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it does, but I kind of want to flavor it different if I can.
Yeah.
Does,
You can shoot me a
Yeah.
message afterwards.
Flavor's good.
Flavor.
You just flavor. Same rules. Good flavor.
All right.
Like that tiefling meat.
How does action surge work on a battle rager when you're hugging something? Do you just hug it more?
Yes.
You give it a thrust.
Give it a thrust.
It's Tumpy's wild gyrations lets his armor do the work.
That's not a good way to go. That's
No. It's just like literally being torn apart by armor shards.
I mean, that's kind of how they do, though, Battle Rangers. That's kind of how they do.
Listen,
I know. See their secret?
yes. You know, this is like this fucking thing did not sell at all, right?
I want to know what it is.
I forgot. And I didn't know that's what your intelligence score was before.
I know. That's why it makes it so great.
That's hilarious.
I've got backstory to go with it because it's so dumb.
Good.
Oh.
All right. So the yeah, anyway, there's the dwarf headless dwarf body sitting in like a pool of water that's quickly freezing back up. So on him you just see
I start stacking stones around it.
around the body.
Yeah.
Is anybody searching his body or just leaving it be?
Search it. I'll help search it if someone's searching. Yeah. If someone's searching, I'll search it.
Cradle's probably got a really good investigation score with that intelligence, huh?
What a dumbass tiefling.
What's less than you?
All right. So somebody roll some investigation on the dwarf body.
Not me.
Igna.
Sure. 18.
All right. So you find an empty wineskin, a half-eaten block of goat's cheese, and a miner's pick underneath him. And then, well, you're giving him like a pretty thorough going over.
Yeah, I am.
His making Tumble jealous. You take a look at the boots, and they're like a real fine leather boots, like fur lining, and they've just been dyed like fucking Smurf blue, so they definitely stick out. You've never seen a pair of blue leather boots before.
Ooh. Am I able to wear them?
Yeah, hooves.
with my hoof feet.
Stick your hoof feet in you in the boot.
Be like a child wearing adult clown shoes. Like you're just in like the heel of the shoe.
So I do find them to be
Or the boot, right?
pretty interesting and unique. So I do take them, even though I can't wear them myself. I'd like to turn to Cradle, and I show these to Cradle, and I go, for some reason, I think you might like these.
Yes, please.
I want.
And I give them to Cradle.
I smell them.
I smell them.
They smell like wet old dwarf feet.
I would like to try something if that's okay.
Get consent first.
So I have, because of my wild magic awareness. So as an action, I can open my awareness to the presence of any kind of concentrated magic until the end of my next turn. I know the location of any spell or magic items within 60 feet if it isn't behind total cover.
Okay.
Could I use that to see if there's anything extraordinarily magical in the general vicinity of us?
Yeah. So you go ahead and open yourself up to the magical surroundings, and you get the sense of magic from the bottle that came off of Asterix, which you know is the invisibility potion. Mm-hmm. There is the magic contained in her spell book.
Mm-hmm.
The staves of Cradle and Ursula. I'm trying to think. Tumpy's got magic shit.
Oh, do you have your axe out?
So yeah, you see the faint magical auras from all the equipment that everyone is carrying, but you don't see anything on the boots. You don't see anything on the axe.
I don't see anything else in the general area.
The only thing that catches your eye, that like being like out of the norm, is that scar on Ursula's chest, or like the area that she pointed at. She presumably has it covered back up now, but you can see a faint glow coming from like under her clothes in that area where that scar was.
Okay.
The boots aren't glowing?
Nope.
Unfortunate. All right. With that information, because I presume that since I'm sensing that, I look over to Ursula, and is she like up and ready to walk around now by this point?
Yeah, she seems like she's recovered.
I'd like to walk up to her, and I hand her the book, and I go, found this. Don't make no sense to me, but, you know, figure someone of good intelligence might be able to read it. And I like side eye over to Cradle.
And Ursula's like, ooh, I will definitely look at this. Thank you. She's going to look at this book. Does she know what this is?
Yep. It is a wizard spell book. So apparently Paraloof's friend Asterix was a wizard. Spellbook contains Alter Self, Cloud of Daggers, Comprehend Languages, Detect Magic, Expeditious Retreat, Scorching Ray, Shield, Suggestion, and Tensor's Floating Disc spells.
Some of those are rituals, aren't they? Or can be cast as rituals, can't they?
Possibly.
If you're a wizard.
If you're a wizard. I don't know that anybody would be able to cast anything from that list or learn it.
Tumpy's going to take a class, a level of wizard.
Comprehend languages can.
You just there you go, Tumpy. You can just grapple everything and cast Shocking Grasp on it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I think the prerequisite for wizards is a little higher than I got.
Look at 13. Only 4
I think,
off.
there's a warlock invocation that you can jot down rituals to cast them.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Is it Book of Ancient Secrets?
Hmm.
I don't know. That's a
Yeah,
I think it is. I think that's the one that I have in the other campaign.
Ooh, I'd have to look at that.
It's a Pact of the Tome. That's right.
Oh, I see. In that case, so is this book kind of like pointless for us then, perhaps?
Probably.
in terms of being able to use it, yeah, but someone might
Probably
pay
sell
for it.
for. Yeah,
Can sell that, yeah.
probably sell for good money.
Yeah.
So, should we make our way down the mountain?
Should I set aflame the body?
That's the thing we should do first.
Halfling friend, would you like to say a word?
She kind of slowly wanders up. She says, thank you all for treating her with respect. It means a lot to me. I didn't even know her very well, but she was a member of our group. And I would consider all of you, a member of my own group now, too. I would do the same for any of you, should you meet the same fate as Asterix. But she wanders up to Asterix and she kneels down in front of the pyre and she says something like low under her breath that you guys can't make out. But it's maybe like a blessing or something. And you see her, the whole time she's doing it, she's holding a necklace that she has of that cornucopia symbol.
Do I see her mouth?
James is always says
Your mouth. The sweet
God.
moment, and James is like,
I have. It only has to do with the piece I have. For curiosity's
he
sake.
does have that crazy perception.
Yes, you can see her mouth.
Can I read her lips, or is she speaking a language that I know?
Yeah. It's just like
It's just
not last rites, but it's just like a goodbye, like prayer, like a spiritual send off.
I didn't mean to sound as creepy as that did. Can I see your mouth?
Can I see?
Yeah, that purdy mouth.
That came out bad. Sorry, guys.
no, it was perfect.
What the fuck's she saying? Is she lying? Insight check. I want to continue the spree of you guys only rolling insight checks on characters telling the truth. But yeah, she says her little prayer, and then she stands back up and she looks at who was lighting the fire, Garo or Gio.
I was about to.
But she looks over and she just gives like a little solemn nod. Tumpy, were you gonna try to cover the entire body of the dwarf with stones?
Best I could.
Okay. You have a dwarf head with you, and you have two dwarf heads. You're covering the body with any of the stones that you can find, and you actually find enough to roughly cover it. It's not going to completely cover and like seal the whole thing, but when you step back, like you can, to your dwarf sensibilities, like it's a decent enough cairn for where they're at.
Okay.
With much respect, she will be delicious. I mean, remembered. And I'll step back with my mummified goblin hands that are wrapped up, and I'll just point them out, and big all cone of fire.
Burning hands is shot out of your goblin hands. Little artifact there, and yeah, you light the pyre. Perilu kind of jumps because she wasn't expecting a magical item to burst forth a gout of flames, and then after she like catches her breath again, she looks over and she says, "That's pretty impressive."
Yeah, I haven't done it in a long time.
What are those?
It's kind of fun. So you want to see them? You can try them out here. Hand it to her. If you want, you can hold on to those as we go down the mountain. If we run into anything,
So you just hand this poor little halfling a set of mummified goblin hands that are like shackled together in the form of a V shape.
Yes. Now, if you need to use them, you have to say the word, and I whisper it in her click. Now, when you hold them, too, just disregard the screaming goblin in your head. That will go away. It becomes your friend after a while.
She says, "You have to say, click."
No.
A goblin of fire comes out the side where she's holding him. She fumbles it around and tosses him in the air.
Were any of us in the line of fire for this?
No.
Okay.
But you are all close enough that you can feel the heat wash over all of you. She gives it like a quick little yelp. She's, no, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do
that's
this.
Completely okay. That's like, that reminds me of the first time I found these things. I almost set our whole party on fire. I didn't even know how they worked.
She goes to hand them back. She says, "You should probably hold on to these."
Oh, okay. Are you sure?
Yeah. She seems pretty sure. Thank you, though. All right, so there's this massive fire going on top of Kelvin's cairn. There's a little small cairn with a headless dwarf body in it. So all of you guys on your little adventurous journey here, are you gonna head back down?
I think so, yeah.
What time of day is it?
I was gonna say it's you could probably get down as long as you don't have any complications and take the express route down. It'll probably take you like the full rest of the day to get back down the mountainside.
That's fine.
So to make this a little bit quicker, yeah. It is not on this map, I don't think.
Oh, Bruner's Climb.
1 second.
We could use the frozen dead bodies as sleds.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Hold on to the frozen arms this year.
This is Swiss Army Man.
It's Swiss Army Man.
Oh, I love that movie so much.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh.
That was a fun one.
The soundtrack to it is so good.
Yes.
It's so unique and goes with the movie so well.
I love everything about that movie.
Watch it again.
We do need to. It's good.
James, you've never seen that movie?
I still need to.
Oh, God. So neat.
Yeah.
Watch it with
so
your parents.
good. I love it.
So Jake Bruner's Climb is not on the cairn. It's located 4 miles south of Kelvin's cairn on the east bank of the valley.
Okay, I want to go there then.
Go on the way back. All right. So I need a handful of athletics checks from everyone.
Oh, snap.
Paralu is with you, so there's a nice little tiebreaker in these.
What?
If I try to go down with if I try to tumble or do a cartwheel while I'm going, can I make it acrobatics?
Do you really want to do that?
Yeah.
Because his acrobatics is much higher than his athletic.
Oh, it's like ridiculously higher.
If you're already,
I can't lose if I'm doing backflips while I'm doing it.
if you're already tumbling and doing like somersaults and shit, and you fuck up a fail,
yeah,
you're not on your feet.
Yeah, if I do like an aerial or a somersault or
An aerial somersault.
Yeah.
Jake. Yeah, it might be kind of hard to do like somersaults and backflips and shit if you're tied together.
Oh, that's true. Damn it. Okay. It's a +10 versus a +2.
All right. So we got.
It don't look too great.
Yeah, I'm not looking good.
1, 2,
Yeah, see, that 10 would have been a 20.
a little bit of a
If I just
struggle.
did that flip.
Going from the ruined camp at the top down to the first the ledge to go down the perilous climb part. It's a little bit of a struggle, particularly with Perilu and Cradle. Cradle's
I'm
using
still sniffing my boots.
she's too busy looking at her boots and trying to sniff them while she walks. So when you get to the perilous climb, I need another set of athletics checks.
Is this the part of the climb that has that rope?
Yep.
Can I use that rope?
Yep. So you can
Do I
roll with
get
advantage.
again?
Yep.
Would anyone else like to use the rope?
Yeah.
Yeah, would anybody else follow suit and be like, yeah, that's a good idea?
Should we all use the rope?
Tumpy is in danger.
We gotta save Tumper.
Tumpy, are you
Can we
still bringing up
use
the
the
rear
rope?
or going in the front?
Front.
Okay.
Can Tumpy use the rope?
So Tumpy goes to reach down for the rope and just pitches straight over the side.
Somebody grab Tumper!
Wait, is he near me or who's he near?
Who's the highest?
Who was second in line?
I can't remember what
I don't think we discussed.
Who was it before?
Oh, so I'm trying to remember.
Was it me?
I think it might have been Garen.
Who was you? Yeah,
think it was
it
Garrow.
was Garrow.
So what do I roll to try to grab him?
I mean, he's connected to you. He's just this big spiked comet that just pitched over the edge.
I think
I
it
was holding
Garrow
on
that
with
we-
my hand.
No, there's that. So
Oh yeah, he wasn't even strapped in.
not quite connected to you.
Save him!
You can make a dex check to try to grab him.
All right. Yeah.
Can I assist since I'm behind him? Behind Garrow?
Fuck you guys.
This mountain has not been kind to you.
Tumpy could technically survive the fall.
So, Garrow, just roll the dex check just to see.
Rage as much as you can.
All right. So you can grab a hold of something. Tumpy? Were you trying to hang on to the rope, or did you let go of the rope when you fell? I only ask this. I know this is like a dumb question, but sometimes Tumpy does different things. So I gotta ask.
Which rope are we talking about?
The rope that was connecting you to the rest of the party.
I think I would have tried to hold on,
Okay.
but
I'd be like,
I assume to me that's my athletics check too, right? Like,
No, your athletic
holding-
check was like trying to go over the edge and start climbing down.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, that was my brace to try to go down, was holding that rope.
Ah, I see what you're saying. You were using that like that was the
I can,
Yeah, the
I can
base
give you
rope.
bardic inspiration. I believe in you, Tumpy. You have beautiful eyes.
bless his heels as he's going face first down the thing. So you have him by a boot. He's just swinging by a boot in your hands. The rest of the party all rolled strong enough to be able to brace themselves and hold you, Garrow. You're reaching
Oh,
out.
then maybe I should reverse that and tell myself, no, Garrett, you have the beautiful eyes. Give myself inspiration.
All right. So you're quick enough to catch him. You grab him by his boot as he's plummeting over the edge. Make a strength check to pull him back up.
All right. Strength check. Oh, great. Strength check.
How far down is it to like ledge or whatever's below me?
About 50 feet.
Bro.
14 good.
14 with the rest of the party pulling you. You're able to just keep the death grip on him and start slowly bringing him back over the ledge.
We saved Tumper!
Ooh. Take a 5d6. Would that have been fun?
Probably gonna live. Tumpy
You might have
rages.
lived.
He rages on the way down.
Comfort your life. I would
Fuck
kiss
for
you.
dropping me.
My foot slips out of my boot.
Oh my god, Jake.
Oh, there he goes.
Is he passing GU on the way down?
No, he was first. Tumpy was in the lead.
Oh God.
No. So yeah, Tumpy, you're pulled back up.
Yeah, safe.
I'd like to yell from the back. Now grab the rope this time.
I just take the rope and I just wrap it around his waist. All right.
And as the rope slices in half, I tried the same thing I just did.
Yeah.
You don't want to play Tumpy anymore? All right, give me an athletics
Yeah,
check.
get down.
Just stuff it down the back of his pants.
That's not going to work.
No, just clench real hard.
Clench.
Just clenching with a knot at the end of the rope.
Yeah.
Imagine like a hot dog with a
I know dwarves
hanging
have
out of the bottom. All right. So Tumpy, you learned that first step is pretty slick, and you successfully make it down to that first ledge this time. The rest of the party, you make it down just fine. Another round of athletics checks to finish up the perilous climb portion.
It's so terrible.
Continue with the advantage if we were holding onto that rope.
Oh no.
No, that was just on that last section.
Okay, so we're past that.
Yep.
Uh,
2 sevens, a 23.
22.
Oh,
oh no.
that's not good. No good.
Ew.
I can't bardic inspiration the whole party.
2, 3. 1, 2. What am I missing here? So, Tumpy's was the 19 I just rolled. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So the second half is even harder than the first time. This is a group check, so if you guys are lucky. You're lucky there was the fourth one, and Paralu swung that in your favor. So this was a really rough go, but everybody, like the whole party, bracing and Paralu being attached to it now. Like she's adding what she can do. She helps brace everybody, and everyone makes it down safe. So you guys are down. You have made it. My mouse go. Mouse.
Did you lose your mouse?
I did. Jesus. My eyes must be tired. You make it down here to the fallen climber area. And this is where you left Garrett and Boy. And when you get down, Paralu looks up and she notices Garrett right away. And she just holds her arms up. She's, Garrett, you're safe. She runs over and she buries him in a big hug. And Boy jumps over to her and starts licking her face. And you can see Garrett look past Paralu and he's looking around and he says, the other two, Makingo, Asterix. He sees GU shaking his head.
I like to turn around, like, so my back faces them.
Oh no!
And I just go, I'm sorry.
He stares at you for a second trying to figure things out, and then you can like see the recognition in his face as he realizes the armor and who it belongs to, and the like frozen lower half that's thankfully sealed shut, frozen shut. He says,
They just.
he says, oh no, what? The Yetis? Did the Yetis get to them? And Asterix too?
She fell to a different fate.
Oh,
Arguably far worse than Yeti.
he looks really worried. He says, "Please, what happened to her? She was in my care. I at least have to know what to pass along."
She froze to death, starving and alone.
Jesus, man. So you notice like Paralu's gone quiet, and Garrett just like looks down, and then he looks up over at Paralu. He says, I'm so sorry. I know you and Makingo were close. Asterix, I was supposed to get you guys safely through here. I'm so sorry. And Paralu just like pats him on the shoulder, and she says, "It's okay. We knew it was going to be dangerous. We knew this is not a safe place by any means. They were nice enough to bring Makingo back for me so I could bury him. Asterix, we had a pyre at the top. They were very nice in helping me do that, laying her to rest about as peaceful manner as we could." He looks back up at everybody and he thanks you for helping him and helping Paralu and for laying Asterix to rest. He says, you guys did not have to do that. I very much appreciate it. You have my thanks. Please, if you'll follow us back, I'm sure we can find some kind of reward for your troubles in coming all the way up here to Kelvin's Cairn and finding us and saving us.
All aboard the war wagon.
War wagon, right?
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
The booze mobile.
Yes. So
we still have the sleds too, and the sled dogs.
Yep.
So probably like put the body on one of the sleds on the bread team sled.
well,
The bread team.
there's more than
I
enough
forgot
room
about that.
in the war wagon
Oh, okay, that works.
to fit everybody, or at least if you were, depending on how nice everyone's feeling, you could put like the sick and injured in there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So Garrett leads the way back down, and you guys are all down at the ruined base camp as it's getting dark. He looks to you guys, and he defers to you. He says, "You are you lot will be leading the expedition." Is pretty much what I think it is now. You'll be leading the expedition back. Do you want to leave in the night, or would you rather wait until morning?
It's not really much difference in light, is it? Now that it's always dark.
Different degrees of how dark it is.
Yeah.
Weather probably is going to be a little bit worse at night.
Melissa?
Might be cool.
Oh, that was
Guess it
Matt.
depends.
What?
Matt
What?
in Discord. It just sounds all the
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Big.
that's hilarious.
Alright.
Well, it depends on how tired everybody is. Should we rest up and go in the morning? It's probably best.
Yeah.
Resting sounds good.
Are we going to be able to house enough people?
So between the war wagon and the tiny hut, like everyone should have some degree of warmth overnight.
Okay.
I'll get out my little crystal bead and start batting it around the snow.
This is our ritual. This is Garrow the Bard, the Tabaxi Bard's ritual for Leoman's tiny hut.
Everybody should be nice and warm inside.
And it can fit 8 people?
8 comfortably. Nice and warm. No fire needed.
Okay. So the dogs are out still. You have the 8 people in. So it's you 6, and then Paraloo and Garrett.
Oh, 9. Actually, 9 people.
Probably Boy, since he's not a cold weather dog.
Oh, he is.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Yeah, he was the lead of the sled team.
Yeah, that's right.
Garrett
I guess that
brought
makes
out
sense.
here. Yep.
That makes sense.
I want to sleep with my bears.
Okay. Go sleep in a war wagon.
Or sleep outside with the bears. Probably pretty warm, cuddled up underneath
Yeah.
2 big giant polar bears.
Probably.
Roll for
Well,
survival.
better than the cradle
Just
fart.
a warmness run down his leg. Turns out it's his blood. He's being eaten alive.
Yeah, I need you to roll through. Roll for making it through the night at disadvantage.
That's the way Tumpy would want to go.
Sleeping beneath 2 polar bears.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to bring down the crag cats for the polar bears to eat.
Nah, there might be
Oh, that's unfortunate.
something in the middle of the night. We don't know.
I can say.
Could we even just roll them down like, all right, push them on down the hill.
Yeah, I'll say you.
We flop them down.
So when you get down, like here at the bottom of the avalanche,
Just kick the carcasses off.
We found some crag cat carcass.
there was 3 of them.
Yeah.
2 of them.
2.
3.
Well, oh yeah, no, 3. I forgot. My sword doesn't disintegrate things; it just kills them instantly.
All right, so I'll re-roll a 4 if it happens. All right, so 2 of the crag cats have landed in the avalanche pile on top of the snow. One went quite a ways further out and smashed into the stone, and it's just an all obliterated mess. It's like crag cat street pizza.
So there's not like a leg we can salvage.
I mean, you could salvage parts, but the insides have probably ruptured and been, like, ruined the meat.
I'm sure we could all feast off of, even the polar bears and us could probably feast off of 2 crag cat bodies. It's probably quite a bit of meat on those things. Maybe.
Polar bears are going to eat quite a bit.
Yeah. Because how big were the crag cats? The crag cats are bigger than the polar bears by far.
On average, they are 135 to 190 pounds.
Oh, okay. They're not as big as I thought they were.
Crag kittens.
Okay. Actually, they're probably smaller than me. But they look huge. What the hell?
Large
That doesn't
size.
make sense.
I think that information might be wrong because
Yeah,
they're
that's got to be wrong. Large. I mean, I weigh more than that. I'm medium sized.
Polar bears.
What is that smell?
Polar bears are average around 1,000 pounds for males and 330 to 550 pounds for females.
Yeah, the crag cats are way bigger than the polar bears. So.
yeah. I don't know where that stuff came from.
You're like these super skinny, scrawny cats.
Baby ones.
Just blow on it, it falls off.
The crag cats that you found, Matt, I think I found what you're looking at, and this looks like it's part of a Game World wiki for a different game.
That would probably make sense. We'll assume we can.
Yeah. Well, they're large.
Polar
They're
bears in
big.
this are also large.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So the two crag cats would probably feed the two polar bears. You might have some leftovers for the dogs. You guys all have rations.
We have rations for the dogs too.
Okay.
Celebration. We should maybe air out the hut a bit because Cradle's been cleaning it up in there.
Blasting ass all over. Typical Cradle.
She's just trying to heat it up for us.
Wafting out my socks again.
So now that Cradle's
right.
got her blue boots, I really want her to have like fluffy, like white pelt, like crag cat pants. It's gonna look like this pink halfling. I don't know what she wears for like top stuff, but the pink halfling with like white fluffy pants and blue boots is gonna be quite the sight in Icewind Dale.
You mean a pink tiefling?
Tiefling. Yeah. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Halfling?
Hey, Andrew.
Yes.
Now that I have finished the pants, I did before Igna asked me to do his kick-ass
Poncho?
poncho. I do remember saying I would work on a flag for the war wagon.
Oh
I
yeah.
gotta take a note. I gotta take a note on that so I don't forget it.
With Tumpy's war wagon name on it.
Yeah.
What were you putting on the flag?
Well, I figured I would. There would be some Dwarven script on there, definitely, but damn it, I don't know. Maybe the shape of the silhouette of a dwarf fighting a bear, a spiky dwarf fighting a bear.
You don't remember the name of it?
I can't remember the name of it. It's been so long.
Jake's letting you know.
Oh, I thought I had a different name. Okay, the bar. Okay, I thought that was just the bar. Tumpies, tonics, and titties. My bad. Okay, so he's
Maybe.
fighting.
Well, maybe this one's.
Big tits on it. Okay, a bear got tits.
Maybe this one is Tumpy's traveling tonics and titties, since it's a wheeled like war wagon
Traveling tonics.
Yeah, that's good.
to keep with the alliteration.
Okay, maybe it's like the outline of the war wagon, but the wheels look like titties.
And it's just a picture of Tumpy grabbing his own chest.
Like the only thing that I was told is like just make it look badass. So like okay,
Like good client directions.
Yeah, Melissa drew the painted it on the side of the wagon.
Oh yeah, she painted it.
Yeah.
It just needs a flag to really represent what's rolling into town here. Like a
Yeah,
boozed
but
up-
okay, I'll do this. I'll make the flag with the lettering that Melissa used.
just be like a boozed up bear holding a dwarf.
That's good.
Oh, that Yeti
Or
could have
the
totally
Yeti
fastball special Tumpy.
I was kind of waiting for it if there's something still alive. I was going to tell her to chuck me.
That would have been awesome. All right. So, GU, you're working on the flag. Tumpy's sleeping in the wagon. Everybody else is comfortably in the hut. So, GU, the flag's simple enough. I'm not going to have you roll for that. And it's just one night of working on the flag will probably be fine. So whatever you end up wanting to make it, if you feel like drawing it later, you can. Or if not, you can just tell me what it looks like. Oh, excuse me.
It would be a lot of what cradle.
A lot of what?
Maybe some stuff added in there, but I can't remember what she drew. Like, didn't she draw something? Like, I know she made she wrote the sound, but I don't know if she made a word on it.
There wasn't like actual any artwork. It was just the words, and then the D's had little dots on them. And then Garrow painted on a pink tiefling butt on the back of it.
A tiefling booty on the back with a tiefling tail.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
Yep, so you can draw the flag however you want. Yeah, everybody can have a long rest.
Woot woot. Is my exhaustion gone?
Your exhaustion is gone now.
Yay!
Do we level up?
No.
Because we're overpowered and over leveled.
Yeah, you're already over leveled for.
We're probably gonna be at this level for a while.
Hey, have to ask.
So I'll do 3 nights of rolling to see if everything is all right on the way back. So we got
Any run-ins with that Arctic druid woman? I can't remember her name. Damn it.
Oh, and Tonrak.
That's the one.
Her name was Amka.
Amka.
Amka and Tonrak.
Oh, I forgot about the talking bush.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, was that to the berries?
Yeah. Who said that? Was it Matt?
Yeah,
Matt,
it's that.
you said that, and then Jake played it on it.
Yes. It was
Yeah, it was the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
yeah, the like cherry thing.
Oh God.
All right, so
I'm gonna go do that right now.
Jesus. You guys travel the entire first day without a problem. The weather's like completely fine. It gets to. I'm just gonna assume you guys are doing the same thing that you did. You just got done doing, where some of you were in the hut, and Jake, if not others, are in the wagon, or Tumpy rather is in the wagon. So the first night, check again. Alrighty. Please hold.
Oh no.
I have to find something.
Death.
Death awaits.
Ursula's patron's like, you're going the wrong fucking way. Where are you going?
Hurry. Wow, you guys are fucking ridiculous. All right. In the middle of the night, on this first night away, you guys feel like a rhythmic, like thump, 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 and then Tumpy, especially outside or being like out of the hut, you can hear the dogs all starting to rustle and whimper.
Oh.
So everybody feels this?
Yeah.
Let's get out and take a look at what's bothering the dogs.
This is very much something everyone can feel. You
I'll
hear this
light my,
large trumpeting sound in the distance.
A trumpet.
Is it a mammoth?
Does it actually sound like a trumpet?
No, not like a trumpet, the instrument.
It's
Garrow the bard would know this was not like the instrument.
Is it a trumpet? No, it's not.
This is cradle.
Sounds like an elephant.
Does it sound like anything we've heard before?
No, actually. Well, Igna can roll. Igna and Tumpy can both roll nature.
Oh, they know.
Dang.
You guys meet outside in your boxers, and you both look. Do you know what this is?
The old boxers.
No. You guys, despite having not seen one in person, you have a pretty good idea. This is something that's making these sounds and making the ground shake like this. You have a pretty good idea. This is probably one of the giant woolly mammoths in frozen north here.
Ooh. Neat.
Ooh.
Are they dangerous? Should we be worried? Are they coming for
Oh
us?
no.
Igna
Are
and
they
Luffy would both know that they are dangerous.
They are dangerous.
They are.
Jake is too excited.
Start smiling, looking at it. Igna.
Look it up. Yeah, like that.
So
It's not something we should take
We
lightly.
need the baculum.
Oh god.
Well, that's right. We're supposed to bring it back.
Yeah, the penis bone.
Vacuums.
The mammoth penis bone.
So yeah, that's not a phrase you'd ever think you'd
We
hear.
do need the penis.
We need
Why do we need a mammoth penis?
We were tasked with it in one of the cities. One of the merchants told us to bring back
What?
things we could.
I don't have that written down at all.
That was before you.
This was pre-Matt.
It was
Oh,
before
okay.
Matt
This was
started.
before we met you.
Back in
Okay.
Luskin, the
Yeah.
crazy merchant in
This is
Luskin.
real. This is real. It's not a simulation.
No, it was the crazy merchant back in Luskin that had all that crazy shit. And Garrow, don't you have a hat from him?
Yep. I'm wearing it right now.
Yep.
It's a big, brightly colored pimp hat.
Yeah, that's
It looked
true.
like a little folded up piece of cloth before. You just snap it out and make yourself a hat.
Yep. It's like a little hanky, and I just pull on the corners and it goes poof into a hat.
I'll run back into the hut and let everyone that isn't, I mean, if everyone's aware, let them know that this is probably something that we should kill. And grab a torch or the lantern to light it.
So you hear the dogs start barking outside, and you hear some more of the trumpeting in the distance. And you hear this huge, thunderous, booming voice go, "No, keep it quiet." The sound of this voice is actually like going over this massive trumpeting sound. And you hear him go, let's go. Yeah. And you can hear the thumping again.
There must be a rider.
A mammoth rider? What would ride a mammoth?
Good question.
Gee, have you read anything of this in your book?
I don't know if I read anything about mammoths in that one book. I know of reading about yetis and stuff, but I don't think I've read DM that is. Yeah.
You can do probably nature roll. Just a straight nature roll.
Natural 20. Or 21.
So you remember from reading your book about the Dale that one of the other like major warnings for the area were frost giants.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
I'm as soon as he asked that, I'm thinking for a second. It's like, and I look, and I'm just going to say, this might mean frost giants.
Your book also it does tell you that the frost giants in Icewind Dale are well known to at least keep mammoths as beasts of burden or food on occasion.
I'll share that with them.
I look to Gio and I go, do you think we could take a frost giant? At night?
And mammoths.
Okay, so what does Gio know about frost giants? Because I know about mammoths, and I've just heard about giants through reading fairly about the mammoths. I don't. Okay, sorry. I think Gio would just say it depends on if there's just one or if there's multiple. I don't know if we'd be able to do multiple. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I know we were supposed to get a mammoth penis bone. We could also bring back a frost giant penis bone.
Do frost giants have vacuums?
No.
Was this Igna that I know Igna, James knows that Igna has the potion of invisibility, but
yeah,
like if he knew about that, he would suggest that, being like, if you wanted, I'd recommend somebody with dark vision, good at sneaking.
Shame there's no rogue in the group.
Wait a second.
I think I can make everybody invisible.
Wait a second. Cradle, didn't you turn invisible during one of our fights?
Yep, I can go invisible.
There's possibility. There's hope.
Well, also, Ursula has dark vision through Temo, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yep.
So we potentially have 2 scouts in this to see what we're up against here.
Yeah, that's true. I could send Tamo out to look too.
From the air. Oh, God.
I think Temo might be better because at the very least... Okay, Tub. We're not sending out another party member into the wilderness by themselves.
You don't want to do this?
Regardless of whether they're invisible or not.
Dumpy's just invisible in the war wagon, just going to go and kill himself.
I haven't
With his polar bears.
step on the wagon. It's like, oh, God.
So,
Ursula, what does Tamo's eyes see?
Yeah, I can send Tamo to go look.
Cradle, what does the cards say about this? Let the cards decide.
I put them away.
I put him away.
are you sending Tamo then?
I can, yeah. Unless we want to check the cards first.
The card is Spiky Sea Urchin.
You can send Tamo while we're reading the cards.
Okay. I will have Tamo go take a look.
Oh, I don't really know what to make of this. It's called it's the movement card.
Movement?
It means Tumpy's about to have a ball movement when he sees this thing.
Does it mean we need to move on it or stay put?
Get the fuck out of the way or go chase it down.
Movement awakens our creative potential and our primal essence.
Tumpy, this means we must go. Ready the bears.
Oh my gosh.
Primal essence.
Igna also feels a pull of primal essence being a wild magic barbarian. She must have read the rest.
Recognize stagnation. Your body wants to move, and avoiding the signal can lead to depression or buildup of stress.
Oh my gosh, that says it right there. This is horrible. This is going to end horribly.
Tumpy is super depressed he didn't get to fight.
I can feel it, like all the way over here, like a town 2 away. I can feel the depression coming off of Jake.
All right, I'm at the top of the war wagon.
Movement flushes out tension, drawing clarity and confidence to the surface. You'll feel more self-reliant and generate more connected core energy.
Speak it, Cradle.
So,
Oh crap!
Ursula, are you
That's
sending
hilarious.
Tamo, or are you just going to let them haul balls into this?
I can still send Tamo anyway.
Okay.
I can alert everybody else of whatever the hell's out there, regardless of if they go or not.
Tumpy gets the bears moving. Garrow, you're on top of it.
Yeah, I'm on the second level.
I like
What's-
to grab onto the side of it as it's rolling by.
You're hanging off the side.
Do you game?
Oh, is everybody going on the war wagon? Is this like an everybody thing?
It's up to you guys.
In my head, like Inga's got like one hand hanging off, one hoof is like against the side of the wagon. She's, like, he's got his sword in the other hand, looking heroic as fuck.
His dog is
Tumpy's
swaying
just-
in the wind.
Yeah, this dog's just flopping off on the side. I mean, like Tumpy is just so eager to fight this thing. He's just on top of this, like fucking wide-eyed, just beating the reins. So Tamo gets within range of seeing this at about the same time that Tumpy and Igna and Garrow pull up on the wagon. Where's the rest of you guys going? Like GU, Cradle, Ursula.
I'll join the fray because
Use them.
I'm down. I'm down to clown.
Ursula, Cradle.
Apology.
Well, I guess
Fucking whore.
I might as well.
All right,
I want to get the mammoth baculum, so I guess I'm gonna go too.
Tumpy.
Are you guys on a dog sled or are you guys on the war wagon?
I don't know.
I would probably go on the war wagon because I don't want Boosh and Barf to get hurt.
Yeah, we might lose dogs.
So we're all war wagon it. All right.
All right. So
Oh, my word.
you guys
Are we
roll up to like this tree line, the opposite side of the tree line, and you see this in front of you.
Oh Lord! I hope it's male. A male mammoth. I didn't think about the fact that it might not be male.
Kill the shit out of it. You're like, shit, it's a lady mammoth.
Just have the monks do some somersaults below it, and we'll take a look. Don't worry.
We can bring back a mammoth.
Why not?
I picture like Garrow and GU like doing somersaults and shit below it and just like trying to look up as they go by just to see. But we'll get to that combat the next time we play.
Oh.
Okay. We got a mammoth and a frost giant.
Oh my lord.
This was a random encounter that kind of seems like it's not in your guys' favor.
Wait, I do have a question. We did hear the giant say some stuff. Who the hell was the giant talking to?
The mammoth.
The mammoth.
They're probably telling the mammoth to be quiet
Oh,
so that it didn't draw attention to itself.
We're gonna get a wiener.
We could have stayed quiet and just let them pass, and we're like, hell no, we're going frost giant mammoth hunting.
Yep.
So,
The card said so.
the question is,
You need to play this smart.
what if the giant knew that we were there, and it's like, okay, I'll make
Possible.
That is possible, yeah.
We don't
I'm
know.
only doing this because I know Tumpy wants to kill something. I feel bad for him.
I'm real interested in seeing how this goes because this will be one of the actual harder fights you guys have had.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, well, we're higher level than what we should be, so this should be fun.
Yep. And I mean, there's. This is rated as. Where'd it go? This is rated as deadly, but it's also supposed to be for a little bit lower level for where you guys are at.
Hmm.
And the card said we should.
Yes.
So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. We finally got the show off. Ursula's patron and James' awesome art of Issa, the Seeker Among the Stars.
She's awesome.
We finished up with the Kelvin's Cairn stuff. I think they've got some turn-ins to do back in town.
Mhm.
And I think I'll have to double check once this big encounter is done next time. I think they'll be getting into some of like the next tier of the Frostmaiden book. 'Cause it's kind of broken up in sections to where like you guys have done like a handful of like the introductory missions and things. And being that you're higher level, you don't really need to do too many of them. So we'll probably bump you guys into like that next tier of stuff. And for anybody interested in Frostmaiden that has not read this book, the way they have it set up is it can actually be run numerous times, and between all the different secrets, the different starting towns, I think each town has a handful of quests. You could run this a few times and not end up doing the same things. Like if there was a druid in this party, I absolutely would have picked a couple different quests for just ridiculousness. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but there's some pretty cool beasts that can be pulled out for the wild shaping druids. There's some other really interesting quests in here too that we're going to skip over to try to get to some of the meat of the Frostmaiden campaign. So we'll be starting in with that next session, I believe, depending on how long this encounter takes, of course. So aside from that, thank you dearly to everybody that has watched us. Again, if this is your first time, yeah, you could have started Lonelywood, Jake, but we didn't. No one cares about Lonelywood. Jacob, you want to tell them why you care about Lonelywood?
Regis is the best.
He's objectively wrong, but yeah. Thank you for everybody for tuning in to try to get back on track. Thanks to everybody that's kept up with the campaign and continues to join us. Thank you for all the new people. I hope we're entertaining enough for you to come back and continue watching. For anyone that's unaware, we also run the Mudbutts Goblin campaign that's set in Wildmount in Matt Mercer's setting. That is a goblin campaign full of evil goblins with everybody here except for Matt. There is a different Matthew playing in the goblin campaign. Other than that, everyone else is the same. They get up to a completely different brand of shenanigans. Melissa enjoys playing a character that eats things that it shouldn't and makes itself sick.
It's typical gobbo stuff.
Jake is a fucking murder machine. Giu is another murder machine. I don't know, they're mostly all murder machines, but it's just different varieties. Goblins.
Typical goblin.
Got a robot death chicken riding Squeeb from Cairn. It's all interesting. And a badger druid. Crissy's playing the badger druid.
Badger druid.
Yeah. It's all sorts of fun stuff. So if you want to, check that out. As I said before, we switch releases every week. 1 week is Frostmaiden, the other week is the Goblin campaign. We do that because we don't get a lot of opportunities to record with everybody, and try to keep a weekly rotation of everything going out. Both so we don't run out of content, and while also trying to make sure we have something to release every week. So yeah, if you can check out both of those, we'd super appreciate it. Thanks everybody for coming out, and like it if you liked it. Subscribe. Leave us a comment down below. Tell us what you think of James's awesome art for Issa. And, tell us what you think of the encounter with Ursula and Issa.
I love her.
Something I've been looking forward to for quite a while. And Issa has a handful of lore written for her. That ties into other things, and ties into Blootspur a little bit, and ties into the creation of a different race, maybe. So hopefully we get to all that.
So excited.
That was their excited faith.
It was.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. And we're going to get out of here. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see everyone next time. Adios.
Bye.
Bye.